What is up, you guys? This is Spidey1997, and today we're finally going to be taking a look at the new Marvel Legends series. You have the Rider series, Black Widow, and this is a really great figure. I gotta say, guys. To be honest with you guys, I really like this pack with the motorcycle. I'm not gonna lie, this is not my favorite. Still, the Ghost Rider is still my favorite. And unfortunately, I can't give you any size comparison with the Ghost Rider bike or the Ghost Rider figure itself because I already have it on display. So I don't want to move it just because it's already in the display. So I do apologize. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of YouTubers that already compared the two vehicles together. So enough with that. This Black Widow is probably going to be the definitive Black Widow in my collection. I did swap some parts, as you can see. This is not the parts that she came with. Just because I wasn't digging the ones that she came with the figure itself. So that's enough with the figure. Let's take a look at the packaging like we always do. And let's move her to the side. And of course, the packaging, you got Black Widow. Sorry, the box is pretty big, but you got a nice image of Black Widow with her motorcycle, which is nice. You got a nice prototype of the figure with the bike. You got all the, I guess, the features that the bike has. Here's the bio. Pause if you want to read it. And that's basically it for the packaging. And then the other side is the same image of Black Widow. So the only accessories that she comes with are the motorcycle, of course, and another head. This head is the option to I think is the alternate head that she comes with. The original head that she came with in package is this one, and I'm not gonna lie, it's okay, but it's not my favorite look for Black Widow. Just because I don't know, she just doesn't look like Black Widow to me for some reason. She looks like something else. I don't know. But I don't see Black Widow with this one, so I'm not going to display her with this head. Of course, she comes with the alternate head, which I do really like more. It's more of the classic look of Black Widow. Yeah, that looks way better in my opinion. I just like Black Widow with the longer hair. So yeah, definitely gonna display her with this head. Now let's take her out of the bike and let's take a look at the bike itself. And the bike itself, it feels, I don't want to judge on this figure or nitpick about this figure, but the bike, I like the bike, how it looks. The bike looks nice. It does look fast. It does look, really good and cool looking. But the plastic quality on this bike feels very cheap for some reason. I just feel like if I just drop it a lot, it's gonna break. That's just me, but you don't have to agree. But the bike itself, even though if you don't touch this bike and you just look at it, it looks nice. It looks really sexy, and I do like this bike. I'm not, like I said, I don't know, or I don't really know a lot about bikes or motorcycles, but yeah, if you guys are a motorcycle freak and you guys know a lot about them, please tell me. But yeah, the bike does look nice. Now let's take a look at the front. You got the headlights right here. You got the mirror, I guess the window. You got the handlebars right here. You got the view mirrors right here. Let's see if you can focus on this. You can see the speedometer right there. I don't know if that sticker is missing. I don't know. Comment down below if that is just part of the design, I guess. You got some screw holes, unfortunately, which is kind of disappointing. Same thing with the Ghost Rider bike that I had a complaint is the screws on this side. It looks really, I don't like how that looks. I wish they could have had a way to cover that screw holes, unfortunately. This side looks kind of ugly, but if you look at it from this side looks really realistic and nice looking. Now, of course, the engine, they didn't paint it. It would have been nice if they gave it some, wash just to differentiate, or that's not even a word, just to make it different from the bike itself, because it's just all black. This one has like a, I don't know what you really call this, but it has like some, I don't know, some gimmick, I guess. Is this a gimmick? But yeah, it does do that. Same with the front. It does do that too. And of course, if you turn the handle, the wheel goes with it as well. So that's really nice. You got the Black Widow symbol, of course, or the emblem. The back itself, you got the tail lights. You got the kickstand, which of course can help stand the bike itself. The seat looks nice. You got a nice very textured on the seat, which I do like. That looks realistic, which I like. And yeah, and that's basically it for the bike. The bike itself is pretty simple. It looks nice. Of course, the plastic feels very cheap, but it's still really good for what it is. So yeah, I really do like this. So let's put the bike aside and let's take a closer look at the Black Widow figure. Now, as you can see, I did use some parts, like I said on the beginning of the review. Is she comes, or she doesn't really come, but this logo, basically her belt is just painted on her leather jacket, which I thought was kind of whack when they did that, because I really don't like that. I thought that was very cheap for Hasbro to do that. So I just gave her the vintage series black, or the vintage wave Black Widow belt, and the gauntlets on the wrist. Just to, I just feel like this one looks way better. You tell me if this one looks better, or do you think I should just put it back as the original, I guess, gauntlets and painted belt. But yeah, the face sculpt again, like I said, very nice. I do really like the pupils on mine are painted very nicely. So she doesn't have that derpification on her eyes. She does have a nice nice collar on the jacket with her zipper open. Very nice skin tone, of course. Lipstick is painted nicely as well. Her hair has some nice black wash on the red, which is nice. The back, of course, is just painted silver dots, which I thought is kind of cheap. Nothing in the bottom of her leg, it's just all black. And got the zipper on her chest, which is nice. The gun doesn't come with her, of course. I just gave her from the one I had with the vintage series. I just gave it to her instead. I think the hands are the same as the vintage series, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so let me give you a quick size comparison with the vintage series. Now, of course, the vintage series is probably gonna look a little weird because I took the parts out of her, so she might be looks a little naked. Oh, and there she goes. But let me stand her up. There you go. Okay. So here is the new Black Widow figure with the vintage series, which I had for display for a while. Of course, I did try to paint like this one, but it was an epic fail for me. Probably gonna have to redo that because it looks terrible. But yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that once I'm done with this review. But the gauntlets on this one are the ones that came with her, of course. They're just molded in gray plastic with some, guess lines sculpted on it, which this looks nice, but I just prefer the yellow gauntlets because it gives her that classic feel, and I love classic character looks. So this is more of a modern take of Black Widow. Of course, the head is not from the Black Widow. It's the 2-pack with Jean Grey and Scott Summers. But yeah, this head sculpt I do like. I don't know if this one would fit on this one. Let me try. Let's see if it does fit, just to give it a demonstrate. So it does fit, but it feels very loose. That's the only problem. Yeah, it's really loose, but it does fit. So if you do want her with this one, I guess you can go for that look. But yeah, I don't really like this head, man. I really like this one. I just like Black Widow with long hair. So this one is more of a modern Black Widow. I'm probably gonna have 2 Black Widows in the collection. So one I'm gonna have one I'm gonna have as a modern take, even though I did a crappy paint job on her waist, or trying to get the belt to match with that one, but it came out really crappy. So this one's gonna be my classic Black Widow, and this one's gonna be the modern Black Widow. So probably gonna have this one on top of that motorcycle, and this one in the team display. So yeah, so and another thing, I have a complaint with this one. At least the joints on my leg is very loose. Her waist is really wobbly. I don't like that. It's very, very wobbly. Now her hinge on the neck is super loose, but I had to put some floor polish that's just stiffen that joint up. So it's still a little loose, but not as much as when I bought her. So it still looks nice. And by the way, I did buy her at Walmart. They did have her in Ghost Rider. Since I already have Ghost Rider, I just bought Black Widow. So yeah, so I really do like this this new Black Widow figure. Now, if you are not a big fan of the modern one, I guess do the same thing I did, is just take the gauntlets off of her wrist and the belt. Another thing, the belt is a pain in the butt to take out and put it on this one. What I had to do, and do this at your own risk because you don't want to break anything, But I just slid it down, or I just warm it up and slid it down. Unfortunately, I thought it would work with this one, but since her waist is super thick, the belt couldn't really go down all the way. So basically, I had to do is just cut right here with a scissor. I just cut that plastic up. So basically, you have to break the belt, unfortunately. But then I super glued it back, and you know, it looks like nothing happened. So you can't really tell where I glued. So I guess you can see. Well, actually, no, that's not even glue. That's just a bit of plastic right there. So yeah. So of course the belt. This one is painted, which is just whack. So this is the look I'm gonna go for. Hopefully you guys dig it. I really do like this look for Black Widow. So that's pretty much it for this review. So that's all I have to say, guys. So please. Oh, another thing. Let me do the articulation before I leave. So the head can't really look up with the long hair. The short hair one does look all the way up, which is nice because of the short hair. She can look down. She can look side to side. Her arms can go out this far, which is nice. Or up this far. Can go all the way around. She has no bicep swivel. She does have a forearm swivel, single jointed elbow, wrist swivel that goes hinged, that goes up and down. This side goes like this, like the vintage one, of course. She does have a diaphragm joint, which turns all the way around. Can look back that, or can go back that far, forward that far, which is nice. Her legs can go out this far, which is not so much as the vintage series, which is disappointing, but it's okay. Not really back. She does have a thigh swivel. Her legs can go out that far. Double jointed knees, no boot swivel. Feet can go down, up, and she does have ankle pivot. And 2 peg wheels on the bottom of the feet. That's pretty much it for this Black Widow figure that she has for articulation wise. So that's all I have to say, guys. So please comment, subscribe. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you really enjoyed this video. And this is Spidey1997 signing out, and have a great day. Thanks for watching, guys.